Hey everyone, welcome to the stretching session for today. We are going to focus on what is called either the wheel pose or the bridge pose. So this is a bit more of an advanced-ish back stretch. So if you feel like your back is not that flexible, then you should leave out the last exercise of this stretching session where we will be doing that pose. Everything else leading up to it is going to be just a little bit of warm up to actually get to that pose. So I will be showing you essentially how I would warm up my back in order to be able to do this wheel pose comfortably. So this is going to be quite a quick one because we will be just going through a couple of exercises that will get our back into motion to be able to do that pose at the end of it. So let's get started. We are just going to start with like our normal warm-up. You can either do this on your knees or you can fold your legs over, whichever works best for you. And we will just go and start by warming up the neck while looking from left to right. And we're going to be looking up and down. And just circle the head, one ear to the shoulder, to the other side. And now we're going to do a full circle. Make sure you don't lose the tension in your head while you're moving your head backwards. Make sure it's more of a stretch here instead of just throwing your head all the way back, because that's not healthy. Let's go the other way around, change direction. Okay, come up, roll the shoulders. We're gonna go for the shoulders next. And change direction. Bring your hands to your shoulders and we're going to circle the shoulders and our elbows with us. Change direction. Okay, and just stretch the arms up. And we're just gonna give ourselves a good stretch to the side. Come up and we'll circle the hands down. Just heard a crack in my shoulder blades. Come back up. That way we warm up the shoulders by moving the arms, and we also warm up our wrists a little bit because we will be needing them. One more time. And the other way around. Shake the hands out. I'm just shaking them up and down. Now I'm shaking them sideways. And let's do some figure eights. It's always important in these kind of positions like the wheel or bridge pose to warm up the wrists as well, because there will be some pressure on them. Okay, swap over one hand, grab with the other hand, and stretch out. Turn the hand over so the palm is facing forward. Grab all your fingers, including your thumb. Come out of it. Give it a nice good shake. Just move it around. Our hand. And turn it around, palm facing forward. Grab all fingers, including thumb. And just rotate the hand a couple of times to loosen that wrist. Now what we want to do is, I just need to shake it out a little bit more, still feel a bit of tension. I want you to bring the arms together, and I want you to lift the shoulders and bring them down. Lift and bring them down. Lift, bring them down. Lift, bring them down. Lift up and bring them down, and one more time, and lift and hold there. And from there I want you to try, if you can, to push your hands backward. I'm going to show you from the side, only if you can. It's not possible for everyone, I think. If you're here, your shoulders are on your ears, and I want you to try and move the arms backward just a little bit, just 3 times. 2 and 3, and bring the arms out. Shake the shoulders out a little bit again. Bring the arms to the back. We're gonna stretch them out the other direction. So try either, if you can't bring your hands together, make sure you grab something like a book or a shoebox, something, anything that you can put in between here. Otherwise, bring your hands and your palms together. I'm going to do this on my knees because I find it easier. I'm going to bring the shoulder blades together and down, and basically push downwards. Not up, not here. Don't go into an arch back. Keep it straight and push the hands down. And we want to lift a little bit as far as you can. My stretch today isn't very good. I can't lift my arms up very far. And just pulse 5 times. 1, it's more like squeeze than a pulse. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let go. Shake the arms out, front to back. Just give a bit of lightness back into the shoulders. These exercises, I find them quite hard. And come into all 4. And we're just going to do a couple of cats and cows at your own pace. Okay, and we're going to go in a circle. and change direction. Yep, that was my hip, that crack there that you heard. And I'm gonna come into the, what is this, not the cat, the cow. Just gonna bring our weight back and forth, just a few times. And reverse into a cat. And push forward and backward a couple times. And roll up. What I like to do now is a bit of like a dancey flow into diving in and coming up with a flat back. So from here, we're gonna roll down, bring the hands down, come up to the flat back and push ourselves back up. And come down. Should go like a continuous wave. You can continue the wave here, go down a little bit, you can. Just feel free to dance it out a little bit if you want to. And once we're here, we're going to go the other way around. You're going to come down with a flat back. Roll back up, head down, and come down with an arched back. It's not a flat back, it's an arched back. Time. Let's do 3 more of these. Two. One more. And come back up. Now for the wheel pose, we also need to stretch out this part of the body a little bit to warm up. So we're just going to go into a lunge. Make sure it stretches out here. If you arch your back too much, you're not getting the stretch you need for this one. So make sure you stay straight here and move in. Make sure your knees above your heel. I don't want to see any of this. This is not the stretch we want. Bring it further out. And come back in. Swap over the legs. Come back out, and we're just gonna lie down and child's pose for a second, just to stretch out the arms to the front a little bit more. Slide yourself forward, and we are going to do the cobra before we go into the bridge pose. Okay, so what I want you to do, I want you to start with the chin and pull yourself up. Remember, this part of your body here needs to be tight to protect our lower back. Just come into a low cobra. And come back down. One more time. Starting with your nose. Into a low cobra. You can go a little bit higher than the last one if you want to, and if you can, and if it doesn't hurt. Otherwise, don't. Stay on your elbows, yeah? Come back down. And one more time, I'm gonna already bring my hands a little bit closer because I'm gonna go higher now. If you know you can go higher, you're welcome to join me on this one. If not, just do the same thing. Come onto your lower arms and back down. I'm bringing my arms in. And I'm going to start with my nose again. Leading into a cobra as much as I can. And breathe there. Take a couple of breaths wherever you are. And coming down slowly, 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 slowly. Push yourselves back up into a cat. One more time. And this is us ready to go into the wheel or bridge pose. If you don't think you're there yet to go into a slightly more advanced stretch, just don't. Do another cobra, do some more cats and cows just for a bit more mobility. If you want to join me, I'm going to start. What we need to do later is we're going to need to push up the middle part of our body. So we're just going to do a couple of glute bridges just to get used to what movement needs to be done. Now, hands come up here. You want to bring your fingers to your shoulders and bring your palms down on the floor. Just stay there for a second. Get your arms used to the slightly weird position. What you can do there, you can just try and stretch that. If you can't get your palms on the floor, this is just a good position to try and stretch the hands into this kind of position. You can go there as far and stop there and just do this a couple times, or you can continue with me. I'm going to bring the heels in a little bit closer. Place your palms and push yourselves up with everything you've got. I'm going to hold there for a couple seconds. Yeah, I'm losing my jacket over here, hey? If you want to, you can walk in your heels a bit closer and try and push your weight over to your arms. Just wiggle back and forth a little bit. And wiggle out the feet first. And slowly place yourselves down. Bring your knees in. And just fold yourselves up in a little ball. And just roll from side to side. And come back up. And that's us done with our little warm up towards bridge or wheel pose session. Thanks so much for joining.